Hello and good day to all YouTube viewers out there, especially to grade 8 students. Welcome back to my another video tutorial in grade 8 mathematics, where learning mathematics is easy and simple. In today's video, I will discuss about addition and subtraction of rational algebraic expressions with dissimilar denominators. Objectives of the lesson. At the end of this video lesson, the students shall be able to: number 1, recall the addition and subtraction of dissimilar fractions. Number 2, add and subtract rational algebraic expressions with different denominators. But before we proceed to our topic, let us recall how to add and subtract dissimilar fractions. How do we know that the two fractions or the two given fractions are dissimilar? To know if the two fractions are dissimilar, look at the two denominators. If they have different denominators, then we can say that these two fractions are dissimilar fractions, like 1/2 and 1/3. Now, how do we add fractions with different denominators? So to add dissimilar fractions, we need to find the LCD by multiplying both denominators. So how do we find the LCD, or what we call the least common denominator? By getting the product of the denominators. So since our denominators are 2 and 3, so the LCD is 6. 2 times 3 will give us 6. And then, so this will be the common denominator. And then after getting the LCD of the two fractions, divide, in order to get the numerators, divide the LCD to the denominator, 6 divided by 2, which is 3, and then multiply it to its numerator, which is 1. So 6 divided by 2, 3, times 1 is 3. So that will be the numerator. So 3, 6. Take note that 3, 6 is similar to 1/2. If we're going to reduce 3, 6 to lowest term or to its lowest term, we will get 1/2. So that's why we just change 1/2 to 3, 6. But still it is equal, but still the value is equal to 1/2. And then the next fraction is, so we will go into change 1/3 to a fraction whose denominator is 6. So to get the fraction of 1/3 whose denominator is 6, 6 divided by 3 will give us 2, and then multiply it to 1, that will give us 2. So we have 2, 6. So 2, 6 is, if we're going to reduce this to lowest term, it will give us 1/3. So 2, 6 is the same as 1/3. So we just simply change the two fractions into similar fractions. And then the next step is follow the steps in adding or subtracting similar fractions. So as you recall, in adding and subtracting similar fraction, we just simply copy their common denominator and we add the numerator. So 3 plus 2, it will give us 5, 6. So 5, 6 is already is our final answer, because 5, 6 is already in its lowest term. So next, another one. I have here 2/5 minus 1/4. So again, to subtract these two fractions, we need to find the LCD. So to get the LCD, multiply both denominators, 5 and 4. So our LCD here is 20. So 20 will be the common denominator. And then to get the numerator of each fraction, we divide 20 by 5. 20 divided by 5, that is 4, times 2, that will give us 8. So 8 over 20, if we're going to reduce this to lowest term, it will give us 2 fifths. And then the next fraction is 1/4. So to get the fraction of 1/4 whose denominator is 20, so we divide 20 by 4. 20 divided by 4 will give us 5. Then times 1 is 5. So 5 over 20 is the next fraction. So 5 over 20 is equivalent to 1/4. And since these two fractions are similar, we can now follow the steps in adding and subtracting similar fractions. So to subtract these two, copy the denominator and subtract 8 minus 5. So we have 3 over 20. So 3 over 20 is in lowest term. So this is our final answer. Next, another one. I have here 1/2 plus 1/6. In some cases, we can also find the LCD by finding the LCM or the least common multiple. So how do we find the LCM of these two denominators? By simply enlisting the multiples of 2 and 6. So here, the multiples of 2 are 2, 4, 6, 8. And then for 6, the multiples are 6, 12, 18, and 24. So look at the multiple which is common to 2 and 6. And at the same time, it is the lowest number. So since the least common multiple or the LCM of 2 and 6 is 6, therefore that will be our LCM or the LCD of the two denominators. So 6 is their LCD, and then to get the equivalent fraction of each fraction, we divide the LCD to its denominator. 6 divided by 2 is 3 times 1. So the numerator is 3. 3/6. So 3/6 is the similar fraction of 1/2. If you're going to reduce 3/6 to its lowest term, it will give us 1/2. And then for 1/6, whose denominator is 6, we just simply copy the numerator. And then so this is now addition of similar fraction. We can now follow the steps, which is our step number 2. Follow the steps in adding or subtracting similar fractions. So these are similar fractions. We can now add these two fractions. So copy the denominator, which is 6, and then add the numerator, 3 plus 1, 4, 6. And 4, 6 can be reduced to lowest term. So reduce this to lowest term. That will be 2/3. So reduce 4, 6 by dividing 4 and 6 by 2. 4 divided by 2, 2. And then 6 divided by 2 is 3. So our final answer is 2/3. Next, another one. 3/4 minus 3/8. So to find the LCD, we can find the LCD aside by multiplying both denominator. We can also find the LCD by finding the LCM. So here, let us enlist or list down all the multiples of 4. The multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, and so on. And for 8 is 8, 16, 24, 32, and so on. So as you can see, our least common multiple of 4 and 8 is 8. So therefore, the LCM of 4 and 8 is 8, which is also the LCD, or the least common denominator. And then, to get the equivalent fraction of each given fraction, the equivalent fraction of 3/4, divide the denominator, the LCD 8 to 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Then multiply it to the numerator, which is 3. So that is 6. So 6/8 is equivalent to 3/4. So this is our first fraction. And then to get 3/8, to get the fraction of 3/8 whose denominator is 8, you just simply copy the numerator 3. And then these are now similar fractions. We can now follow the steps in adding or subtracting similar fractions. So to subtract these two, we just copy the denominator 8, and then we just subtract directly the two numerators, 6 minus 3. So that will give us 3/8. So there you have it. Our final answer is 3/8. 3/8 is already in its lowest term. So this is now our final answer. Now, how do we add and subtract rational expression with different denominators? So in adding and subtracting rational expressions with different or dissimilar denominators, we follow we follow the way in adding and subtracting dissimilar fractions. So to add and subtract rational expressions with different denominators, we need to find the LCD. So to get the LCD, we always multiply the denominators. So the denominators are 2x and 3. So multiply these two, it will give us 6x. So therefore, this will be our LCD, 6x and 6x. And then to get the equivalent fraction of each one, 1 over 2x and 1/3. So divide 6x by 2x, it will give us 3 times 1. So the numerator is 3. So we have 3 over 6x. And then 6x divided by 3 is 2x. 6x divided by 3, 2x times 1 will give us 2x. So that's why the next fraction here is 2x over 6x. And then as you can see, both rational expressions are already they have the same denominators. We can now follow the steps in adding and subtracting similar fractions. So we just simply copy the denominator 6x, and then we combine the numerators 3 and 2x. So 3 plus 2x. So this is now our final answer because we cannot add 3 and 2x. We cannot combine these two because 3 is a constant and 2x has a literal factor of, or it has a variable of x. So therefore, our final answer is 3 plus 2x over 6x. Next, subtract 2x plus 3 over 3 and 3x minus 1 over 2. So again, these two rational expressions have different denominators, so we need to find the LCD. So the LCD, we just simply multiply the two denominators, 3 and 2. So 2 times 3 is 6. So that is the LCD. So 6 and 6. And then, to get the equivalent fraction of each one, we divide 6 by 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2 times quantity 2x plus 3. And then for the next fraction, 6 divided by 2 is 3 times quantity 3x minus 1. And then Then next is we multiply 2 to 2x plus 3. So this will become 4x plus 6. So 2 times 2x is 4x. 2 times 3 is 6. Take note, when we multiply, we need to uh, we need we have to multiply together with its uh, carry sign. So positive times positive is positive. So that's why here is 4x plus 6. And then for 3, multiply 3 to 3x minus 1. 3 times 3x, 9x. And then 3 times minus 1 will give us negative 3. And then what will happen here is, okay, so take note that 9x minus 3 is our subtrahend. It is preceded by minus symbol. So here, so the sign of 9x and minus 3 will change. It will change because of the preceded sign of minus symbol. So what will happen here is 9x will become negative, and negative 3 becomes positive. Why? Because positive 9x is positive, so positive times negative, the sign of 9x is negative. And here, 3 is negative, negative times negative, it will become positive. So that's why 3 here is positive. And then the next is, we combine all similar terms. So 4x minus 9x, we combine these two, it will give us minus 5x. So how come that 5x is negative? Because 4x is positive and 9x is negative. These are unlike signed terms. So positive, one is positive and the other is negative. So we subtract these two. So 9 minus 4 is 5x. 9x minus 4x, 5x. And then we follow the number or the term which has the greater value. Since 9 is greater than 4, so we follow the negative sign. And then, and then 6 plus 3, we add 6 and 3, we have 9. So 9 minus 5x over 6. So this is already in its lowest term. So this is now our final answer. 9 minus 5x over 6. Next. So I have here 2x minus y over y plus 5x over 2y. So again, these two rational expressions have different denominators. So we need to find the LCD. So the LCD here is 2y. So in some cases, we don't need to multiply both denominators by finding, in order to find the LCD. We can also find the LCD if two denominators are divisible to each other. So since 2y is divisible by y and 2y, so this is now our LCD, 2y. 2y is divisible by y, and 2y is also divisible by 2y. So 2y is our LCD. So 2y divided by y. So this will be our LCD, 2y. So 2y divided by y is 2. So that's why here is 2, and then multiply times quantity 2x minus y. And then 2y divided by 2y will give us 1 times 5x is 5x. And then the next is we multiply 2 to 2x minus y. So this will become 4x minus 2y. So where did we get 4x? We multiply 2 times 2x. So that's why it becomes 4x. And then where did we get minus 2y? We multiplied 2 and minus y. Minus 2y. And then we have 5x. And then since these two are similar fractions or similar rational expression, we can now copy the denominator 2y. And then we combine the numerators, 4x minus 2y and 5x. So combine all similar terms by adding and subtracting, or by addition or subtraction. So 4x plus 5x, that will give us 9x. Then minus 2y. So this expression is already in its simplest form because 9x minus 2y over 2y um, is written in lowest term. So this cannot be reduced to lowest term because it is already in its simplest form. So our final answer is 9x minus 2y over 2y. Next, I have here x over x plus 5 minus 3 over x. So again, we need to find the LCD. To find the LCD, we multiply both denominators, x plus 5 and x. So there, our LCD is x plus 5 and x. So this will become the common denominator. So how come that this becomes x squared? 5x plus 5 over x divided by x plus 5 is x times x. That's why it becomes x squared. And then x plus 5 and x divided by x is x plus 5 times 3, it will become 3x plus 15. So how come that this becomes 3x plus 15? We multiply 1 by 1. X times 3, 3x plus 5 times 3. That's why it becomes positive 15 or plus 15. And then take note that the entire expression 3x plus 15 is preceded by minus symbol. So the sign here will change. Each term or each sign of the term will be changed. So from positive 3x, it will become minus or negative 3x. And then from positive 15, it will become negative 15. So negative times positive, negative 3x. And then negative times positive 15, negative 15. And then, so x squared minus 3x minus 15 over x plus 5 and x. So this is now our final answer because our our rational expression is already in its lowest term or simplest form. I have here another one. X plus 4 over 2 minus x minus 1 over 5 plus 2x plus 5 over 10. So here we have three rational expressions with different denominators. So we need to find the LCD. So LCD is 10 because 10 is divisible by all denominators. It is divisible by 2, 5, and 10. So, and then divide to get the equivalent fraction of each rational expression, we divide 10 by 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So that's why here is 5 multiply 2 times quantity x plus 4. And then next, 10 divided by 5 is 2 times quantity x minus 1. And then 10 divided by 10 is 1. So we don't need to we just leave it as it is, 2x plus 5. So we just copy the numerator, 2x plus 5. And then since all the rational expressions have the same denominator, we can now combine all the numerators. We follow the steps in adding and subtracting similar fractions. So first you need to multiply 5 and x plus 4. So multiply 1 by 1, 5 times x will give us 5x. And then 5 times positive 4 will give us positive 20. And then for 2 times quantity x minus 1, multiply 1 by 1. 2 times x will give us 2x. Then 2 times minus 1 will give us minus 2. And then the next is here 5x plus 20 minus, as you can see, 2x minus 2 is enclosed by open and close parentheses because the entire expression is preceded by minus symbol because 2x minus 2 is subtrahend. So when it is preceded by minus symbol, the sign of each term in the expression will be changed also. So what will happen here is 2x will become, from positive, it will become negative 2x because positive 2x times negative, it is preceded by minus symbol, so it will become minus 2x. And then for 2, from negative 2, it becomes positive 2 because negative 2 times negative becomes positive. Negative times negative, positive 2. And then the next is we combine or we add and subtract all similar terms. The similar terms are 5x minus 2x and plus 2x. So here, as you can see, minus 2x and 2x become 0. Opposite, same terms with opposite signs. The sum is 0. So we have 5x. So what left is 5x. And then we add 20 plus 2 plus 5, we will have 27. So our final answer here is 5x plus 27 over 10. So we cannot simplify this one because this is already in its lowest term. So our final answer is 5x plus 27 over 10. Okay. All right, it's time to test yourself. Get a pen and a sheet of paper. You can pause this video tutorial while doing this activity. Are you ready? So let's begin. Directions. Add or subtract the following rational expressions, then simplify. Alright, so here are the correct answers. Let's see if you got the correct answers. For number 1, we have 12x over 15x squared. For number 2, the answer is 6x plus 4 over x squared minus 1. And for number 3, the answer is 0. Next. For number 4, the answer is 4 plus 3y over 2y. And for number 5, we have 4x minus 18 over x squared minus 9x plus 14. Did you get all the correct answers? Great job. Please like and share. And don't forget to click the subscribe button for more updated and upcoming video tutorials. That's it for now. Thank you for watching.